How did you trick your entire high school? My senior year, I got sick of how dead the morning announcements were. Every day, the same monotone voice rattling off club meetings, lunch menus, and weather updates that nobody cared about. It felt like background noise no one even listened to anymore. I figured it needed some excitement, some chaos. Now, one thing about me, I do impressions. Always have. And I could mimic our principal, Mr. Hartman, perfectly. Like Scary Good. I'd been doing it since freshman year just to make my friends laugh. Same deep tone, same dramatic pauses, even the way he cleared his throat when switching topics. Only a few people knew about it. One morning before first period, I got to school early and slipped into the media room, which was empty as usual because the morning crew was always late. The door wasn't locked, and the mic setup was already live. A green light on the console meant it was connected to the intercom. Game time. I hit record and dropped the most convincing fake announcement of my life, in full Mr. Hartman voice. Good morning, Titans! This Friday will be our first ever mandatory swimwear spirit day in honor of Summer Safety Awareness Week. All students are required to wear swimwear over their regular clothes. Participation counts for 5% of your final PE grade. This includes staff and faculty. Let's make a splash. I threw in the usual sign-off, coughed twice like Mr. Hartman always did, and stopped the recording. Before leaving, I covered the media room's security cam with a laminated system under maintenance sign I printed at home and stuck on with painter's tape. Looked official enough. Then I left, heart pounding, trying to act like it was just another Tuesday. By Friday, I was kind of expecting it to fizzle, maybe a few confused freshmen, a couple of brave sophomores in goggles. I figured I'd sit back and enjoy the small ripple of chaos. Instead, I walked into complete mayhem. At least 70% of the school showed up in swimwear, over their regular clothes. Towels, floaties, snorkels, beach hats, swim trunks pulled over jeans. People were chanting, "Swim Day!" in the halls like it was a pep rally. The lunch lady wore flip-flops. One teacher had a whistle and swim cap on, pacing like we were prepping for lifeguard certification. Mr. Hartman was livid. The intercom crackled on, and all we heard was, "There is no such thing as Swimwear Spirit Day. You have all been misinformed." Then silence. The school basically went on prank lockdown. They started reviewing media room access logs, checked the camera feed. Nothing, thanks to my repair sign. A few teachers even pulled students aside for questioning. It was the most alive that building had been all year. Rumors started flying, and my name came up pretty fast. I didn't confess. Never denied it either. Just gave people the same answer every time. Do I look like someone who owns a snorkel? Still, people figured it out. I started hearing, "Yo, swim day was legendary," as I walked through the halls. Some teachers gave me subtle nods like they knew. A few even smiled when they saw students walking around in towels. But the real payoff came at graduation. Mr. Hartman stepped up to the podium in full cap and gown. He gave the usual speech about growth, opportunity, and our bright futures. Then right near the end, he paused. He looked around, smirked, and said, "Oh, and before I go, just one more thing." He reached down, lifted his robe, and underneath, bright blue swim trunks. The entire auditorium exploded. Everyone laughed, clapped, stood up. He raised his hands and said, "Let's just say, I appreciate a well-executed prank, even when it's at my expense." He never said it outright, but as he walked past me on his way off stage, he leaned in and said, "Next time, make it sunscreen day."